Well, I didn't want to do this, but I got it on the first go here. I might be a little short, but that's okay. I can deal with that. It'd be better to be a little long, but there's just minor movement. So I'll get these ends finished up like the others. And then I can shorten these pieces up. I can see that there's some differences here, so I got to be careful of that to make sure I don't go too far past on one end or the other. But that's a good starting point right there. When I figured out why these were not lining up height-wise, the cause of it was the piece was meeting the groove, the stopped groove was meeting my runner too soon. So once I made sure that all the runners were bottomed out, then everything lined up. So here's my top drawer front. Drop that right in there. That's a nice fit right now. Just a tiny little gap on both sides. And I've got to cut some off of the width. So I like this fit for that one. Except, oh, I should say it's a little proud here as well. Probably a 32nd of an inch. So I'll cut that down just a little bit more. And then this one will be done until I get the backs cut as well. So I'm going to take these back to the saw and trim just a bit off of this edge. There, that should be enough. Boy, that's just a piece of paper thickness. I think I'll leave that for hand planing and sanding. I'll cut the rest of them, the other set, 2 sets, that same length. And see where these other drawer fronts, how they fit as well. All right, same procedure as before. I got this joint cut depth-wise. I just need to get this flattened out again with my router plane. So I'll do that with all 6 of them. Then I will determine the length of the back, and then we'll rip everything to width. Then we should be able to figure out our drawer bottoms and get busy on that. I got my top pair of sides in, and I'm trying to figure out the length of the back. So what it is the length of my, let me widen this out a little. The length of my drawer front from here to here plus 2 times this thickness. So I'm going to cut them a little long, obviously. Try one and then see where I'm at. But that's how I'll set it up. I'll use this as my start or beginning point, and then add 2 times this depth. And I'll figure that out with my digital caliper. Actually, it's easier to set it up this way. Use it as the length, just kissing the blade there, and subtract 2 times this thickness to get it to the proper part. So 2 times that thickness is going to be about 420 thousandths. So I got to come up with a little something to put in here at 420, or 400 actually, and then sneak up on it. All right, 2 of these plastic stops that I have, they measure 0.422. So that's what I'll use to set this over. Hold it in place. Bring my stop over. And then back it off a little, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, that should be just fine. It's a little dark in the bottom of this cabinet, but I hope I can explain this well enough. I got the backs cut to length, and the way I test fit it is I just put it in there. This is the bottom drawer, by the way. Bring my right side in, slide this over until it's nice and snug. Bring the left side in, and that should drop in, which it does, just barely. And then you can see there's no play there. Then bring the top, or the front, in. And that's a nice snug fit. So I can massage it from here, I believe, by just sanding on the sides to give it a little more room. But I like that fit. So I've got the other 2 drawers in sets, and I'll do the same with this one. I can get this out of here now. So I'll mark these all as bottoms. Take this to the saw and make sure that everything gets ripped to the same width as the sides. Then I can go to work on drawer bottoms and maybe get these things glued up so I can work with them and get them fit a little bit better. There, they're all marked and ready for tomorrow. I did have it oriented correctly the first time. I did mark these. This is top drawer, left side. Top drawer, right side. So as I'm looking at it in this direction, left, right, back, front. Okay, we're good. So now I can set it up like this. Take a pencil here, mark the rabbit side. and know that that's what I want to do. So just go like this. Okay, so this is going to be the rabbit side. Just like that. I just finished running my first set of parts here. Two things. This rabbit would have been, or groove, had it been a groove, would have been covered. But because it's a rabbit, I exposed this little corner here. And then on this piece, on the back, I got to go just a little bit deeper to eliminate this little lip that I created right here. So I'm going to raise this bit, just that fraction to take care of that. This I'll fix, or maybe not even, because it's on the bottom, you'll never see it. I'll probably end up doing it anyway. Other than that, it looks good. So I'll clean up this corner by raising this bit just a fraction. This corner will have to be plugged when I get it all glued up. Alright, I got a couple story sticks I made after setting up my drawer. This is the width, and I'm going to cut it purposely wide so that I can rotate it and get two good clean cuts. Then this is my length here. So I like this edge the best to start with. I'm going to run it through once, flip it. I've got a stop set up here for my finished width. Let me run it once and see how it looks. Then we'll come back, see if I got to make one more cut or a couple more. Really good. Alright, I got two clean edges. My video card went full on me and I didn't realize it, but I did show the last rip, and I have two clean edges. I think I'm right on the money here for width, and I've got enough length to easily get three pieces out of here. So I will make sure when I take this piece and square it up that I get nice square ends, and then I'll go to fit them. Alright, let's see how this fits. We're good that way. We're just a hair long. I'll make a little adjustment here and come back for the fit number 2. All right, I did go a business card, and I might go just a hair thicker than that. It does drop in there. Nah, I'm going to leave it. Alright, there's one. Alright, here's my clamping strategy. I've got the long clamps stood up, so I'm just using the outer part of the clamp out here. And then what that allows me to do, I'll show you here in a second, So I got these snugged up, but you can see I've got a bit of a problem here. This one corner has got a little potato chip to it. So I'm going to take these blocks, place them in the corner. Then, when I set this on there, because I've got the clamps, the flat side of the bar running parallel, this allows me to take this clamp, basically use that bar as a caul, get these over in the corner. This is just a dry fit, but now when I push down on that, put that corner down in there and snug it up, now it's nice and flush. Same thing on this side. Push down and snug it. Everything is flush. I might take and put like a 10-pound weight in the middle here as well, but that's going to be a nice way to glue these up. Then once the glue dries, I can do my reinforcing that I want to do with the pins, and then fill in these holes. I'm going to do this top drawer first, make sure this strategy works before I do the other two. I ended up with one more clamp here in the middle. I could see that, you know, I was talking about putting a weight here, but if I did just push this down like I was doing with the other ones, I got good squeeze out. I've already cleaned up most of it, but I'm happy with the way this is clamped up. Everything looks good and tight. All right, it's been about an hour. Let's just see how this looks. Alright, I can clean up that glue. This corner got a little high on me. Got a little glue right here I got to get out before I put it in the case. Oh, that looks pretty good, nice and tight. This corner I evidently didn't get everything pressed down tight to the table here. Alright, into the case we go here. Yikes. The block's out of the way. Okay. Stands about a 32nd of an inch proud. But it's the same reveal all the way across, which is good. So what's stopping it is the back of the case. And back flush all the way. Now I got to get it out. There we go. And gets a little snugger as it goes towards the back. I think a little sanding is going to loosen things up just about right. Yeah, I won't do anything with the fit as far as the case goes until I get the other drawers in here. But I've got to do something. I've got to put some tape on here or something to get this in and out. I like that one. I like the way that fits so far. Leave that just proud. So I'm going to glue up the other two using the same method. I'm just going to do them one at a time again. Make sure I'm sitting flat this time. Suppose I could try that down here. Slides nice in that one. I want to put them in the order that I have them. Alright, I'll come back when I get the other two drawers ready to go.